See what kind of treasures are underneath.
Huh. More rust.
Not too bad.
No holes along the bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Rusted out down here. Not too bad at all. This was crashed. I guess it was caved in, so they drill holes and pull it out. They put screws in it and pull it.
Yeah.
They got it that good and then mudded over all that. Well, that's some mud that squeezes through all the screw holes.
Got a bunch of warts on the backside. With the mud poking through?
Yep.
Wow.
Mondo.
That is not how you do it.
So the inside's all cleaned up, fixed a little bit of the holes. Like we said, we couldn't find doors anyway, and we realized that our inner structure of this is better than a lot of the doors that are for sale on the internet. So why buy them and have to do a bunch of repairs? We just repaired the one we got, which our skin was all crashed up, plus had rust in it. But we made a new skin, and we're going to attach it to the original door frame, door structure. So we sent it out, got it sandblasted. It's all been epoxy primed, so the inside will stay like brand new from here on. And then I have the skin made behind me. It's kind of just roughed in, getting ready to do a little bit of hammer and doweling around the edges on it. And then the next step will be to lay it on here and see how bad it don't fit. Slide this back. Key components are the little jog in there and this peak, right? And then this front edge on this roll. That's what we're trying to meet up and make sure things are good. I put the peak in the peak, and that's laying down where it should. Actually fitting pretty nice. I might chalk this one up. I hope I'm not speaking too early, but we'll chalk this one up as you got lucky. I gotta go back through and get it all to fit and everything, but this is the first time the skin has been on the naked frame. I've been test fitting it over the top of the other skin. The other skin's kind of all beat up and everything, and sometimes doing that will come back and bite you in the ass because you're lacing over something. When you get rid of that middle layer and put this on when it goes on, going over that little bitty thin layer makes this skin too big. But luckily I got lucky in it, and it didn't get too big. It's going to be savable, and we'll keep moving forward.
So to explain that again, normally the edges roll underneath, and we're not doing that because usually when cutting the gaps,
Right.
we trim that off. So we're just not going to do it on this door.
On a normal car, we hammer these edges over, and actually this is the door frame, and this is the skin. We put the skin on and we hammer the excess all the way around. So the back of the door, if you open your car door right now in the driveway and you look at the door edge, the jamb area, there's a little piece of metal bent all the way around the edge. Well, when we build these high-end cars, we actually grind that edge of that material off. We get rid of that and we weld the skin to the edge of the door all the way around, and then we body work all that to make the door jambs nice and smooth and clean. We don't want any overlapping metal anywhere in our car, so it all looks like one smooth unit. And that's how we do that. We actually grind it through, get rid of that piece of metal, re-weld all of that during the gapping process, and then the body work will do a little body work on there and primer and paint and everything. It'll look smooth and beautiful, look like the way it should come. So instead of taking a door skin that I just made and hammering all that over to make it like factory, to grind it off to make it look how we make them look custom, I'm going to skip that process. I'm just going to put a few little tig tacks holding my skin in place, and then I'm going to sneak up on the gapping side of it to where it will fit in a hole a little too tight. So then I got extra material on each end of the door at the quarter panel and at the fender. Now when we go to gap it, I got some material there to gap it really nice and not have to worry about adding material. Because adding material in the jam sucks, because you gotta take the door on and off the weld where you can't get to. Then you gotta grind the weld down. It's a long process. So hopefully I went through the work of making our own skin will save us a lot of work in gapping it.
Right, Connor? Right.
Connor taught all us the tricks we know. Everything we know, he taught us.
He's a true metal master.
It's the man.
How's she fit?
She's fitting. It's a little hard to judge right now because these panels are overlapping the other under panel. So once I cut all the under metal away, these panels will all push in a little bit, the thickness of the sheet metal. But right now I'm just trying to get a rough thin fit as far as gapping and the tweakness of the door before I weld all the way around it. Because right now you just see me push on this piece of wood. It's just tacked in a few places so I can get it to twist and tweak into the shape that I need, and then hopefully it holds really good. I'll go back and final weld it and it shouldn't move too much. But if I need to tweak it some more when it's welded all the way around, it's really hard to tweak. So right now it moves real easy. It's like butter. That's exactly what I needed. I needed to bottom out a little bit and the top in, so we just push around on it. Then we'll take the door off slowly and lay it over there nice and easy and weld the skin all the way around, and it'll hold that shape really nice. You can still tweak around on it if you need to, but it won't move as easy. So other than that, it's fitting really nice. Body lines are all lining up. All our key points are looking really good. Got to adjust this section right here. The factory door rolled in, but because the factory door is rolling in and the wide body's coming out, has a weird intersection. I don't like that. So I may bring the wide body out a hair and bring the door skin out a hair to get a nice flow right here. Don't want no valleys. What I call a valley means the door's diving in and the fender's coming in. Creates a weird intersection. So if I pull both of those up just a hair, it'll be nice and smooth across here and it'll look a lot better. So you don't know until you get to those points, right? The car starts telling you what it needs. What it needs is a little bit of work right in here, which ain't much, because this is not welded on yet. This is welded, but I'll cut it and kick it out of here, and I'll kick this out of here before I weld it down, and then that problem will be addressed. Everything else is looking pretty good. Like I said, this is bulged out a little bit, but it's overlapping another panel. Once them panels are gone behind here and that's flushed in, it'll all be smooth with the door and just roll right in. So I think we're going the right direction. We're in the 90% zone on the door skin and everything. Big questions now is what we're going to do for door handles. Because I made the skin, we have no door handles here, so I have the original piece. I can put it back in and put the door handles in, but who wants some big old honky chrome door handles on an exotic Corvair? So what are we going to do here? My mind's actually thinking about doing like a little recessed section, kind of like Corvettes have, or Cadillacs have. It's like a 2-finger reset with an electric button inside that pops the door. Do electric latches, kind of what I'm leaning on, so then it'll look like shaved door handles, but it won't be shaved door handles. Good. Left the holes here so you see where the mirror locations are. Kind of half covered or whatever. We'll hog those back out. The mirror will come here. Got an idea. I'm gonna do a forward arm where it extends forward with the mirror out here, kind of like the Lamborghini Ferrari. And a lot of eye candy to the side. Everything's got to be fancy now, because we fancied the side of the car up so much. Now every part has to be fancy, or the part will look boring, or that one little part could hurt the whole image of the car. So everything has to be cool from this point on. I'm excited to have this side done. I wish the other side was done so that I could start on the front and the back. There's going to be a lot of eye candy going across the front and the back, but now I got to get the other side caught up before I start that. But it looks like this is going to be a go. Leaving all this right here for now. Monday morning I'll start the aggravating thing of matching this on the other side.
That'll be the fun part.
Yeah, why do that on a Monday? Mondays are already rough. But I make it hard on myself all the time. Now I got all these templates. We'll swap them over to that side. That'll give me a ballpark though. The hard part on this side was to figure out what to do and how we're going to do and this and that. So all that's already figured out. Now it's just redoing it, making it a left and right. So we'll be all right. We'll get it, knock it out. Another 10 years, this will be done.
Better get to work.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more build videos like this, help us out by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. And it's a little thing to do, but don't forget to turn on those notifications. If you want to buy merch, go to store.classiccarstudio.com. See you next time.